A few months ago, there was this young black vegan couple that moved to Tanzania, and they kind of just exploded on the scenes. But just as quickly as they exploded onto the scene, they also just as quickly disappeared. Shalom, it's No Limit Eddie back with another video. You saw the thumbnail, you also saw the title. In today's video, man, we're going to be talking about this couple right here that's on the screen. Maybe they popped up, I don't know if they did or did not. But yeah, man, I know when I was back in Tanzania, you know, I was just sitting down and on my computer one of these days, and I saw this video come up about, like, it was called, like, vegan couple accidentally eats meat or something like that. And they were this young couple who ended up being over in Tanzania and ended up ordering some type of vegan, or they thought it was a vegan soup, but ended up having meat inside there, and they accidentally ended up eating it. And it was a crazy video, went pretty viral within the whole, like, Tanzania community, Tanzania space. And that was like the first video that I saw of them. And around that time, you know, when I was in TZ, you didn't really run into that many young people who were young Americans who, you know, were coming over to Tanzania or just to the continent in general by themselves. Some people will come over with their parents, maybe, but even still, that wasn't, you know, super, you know, prevalent or whatever. So I was very happy to see that video. I went in and subscribed to the channel, and they ended up doing a video interview with Go Black as well, which was cool. But then, like, after a while, I realized that I hadn't seen. It was the other day. I realized I hadn't seen their content for a while. And then I decided to do some investigatory work. Like, what happened to these guys? Like, are they still in TZ? Did they go to Gambia? Where are they at now, you know? And so, I've done a little bit of research. Basically, what I've come to discover was, and this video is not really about them per se. I want to really talk to you guys about maybe, if you are a younger person and you guys, you know, people like to see examples of people doing what they want to do. And so, if you are a younger person, I'm going to give you guys some of my advice as to, like, you know, what it would take for you to come to Africa and stay in Africa as a younger person. Anyway, so as far as the couple, you know, they're both back in the United States now. The one channel was Conscious Goddess. She seems to have had a child and is living in the States. It seems like she's living with maybe one of her family members or something of that nature. And then the guy, his name was Soul Mission Provider, I think. He changed the name to Soul Mission Provider, or something of that nature. He quit YouTube, I think, 2 months ago, and he's back in the States as well. He said if he may or may not go back to Africa, but if he does go back to Africa, it'll be a very long time in the future, and he'll be going by himself. He makes sure to allude to that point. So I'm assuming these people are no longer together. Not sure whose child that is, if it's his child or if it's just, you know, paternity fraud. You know, you never know. And so, you know, that's what happened with the couple. But as far as you, right, a lot of times you want to look for an example. I know for me, when I was looking at different African countries, if I looked up a video like African American living in Zimbabwe, if I didn't see African Americans living there, I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna go there, because you want to know if people like you have done what you want to do, right? And so, you know, as far as moving to Africa, whether you're 18, 19, 20, 21, whatever age you are, there's only a couple of examples on YouTube. Tiffany Banner, Market Meets Africa, and then No Limit Eddie, right? I don't know of that many other people who have done the move to Africa and document the journey. There's probably a lot more of us who are here, but who just don't document it, right? So the first issue that a lot of people who run into when they're young, especially when coming to Africa, to the continent, is a TikTok mentality, all right? TikTok is a social media platform that's very popular with young people, right? And they have videos that are very short, 15 seconds, 30 seconds. And so what happens is your attention and your focus is very minuscule, right? You have a TikTok way of thinking. You move and you operate on a shortened horizon, a shortened time horizon. And so you expect great results to happen in such a short period of time, right? So when you live and operate within that mentality, when things kind of are not progressing as fast as you thought they would, you tend to give up. Most people come to the continent, and one of the things they struggle with is finances. They're like, you know, I'm gonna start a business. But they intend for the business to operate at TikTok speed. What do I mean by that? They expect for the business to be making them $1 million in the next 2 months, right? But they may not make a first $1,000 for the next 6 months, right? And so when things are not quick enough, and when things are not on their time horizon, they tend to quit and tend to falter, tend to abandon different things of that nature. And so if you're a younger person, you know, you need to focus on your ability to focus. right? You need to focus on your ability to focus. Pick up a book, read a book all the way through. You know, pick up a magazine, read a magazine all the way through. Start to understand that things don't happen immediately. Things don't happen like that. You know, people can, you know, tell you a lot of information in a 15-second TikTok, but TikTok is not real life, right? Things take a lot longer in reality than they do online. When I was growing up, my mom would always say, "Oh, you're part of the microwave generation. You know, you guys want everything instantly." And you know, I think it's only gotten worse with social media platforms like TikTok that really destroy people's focus and destroy people's attention. So that's one thing, you know, to focus on is your ability to focus and to stay determined for a long period of time. You can expand your time horizon. The second big issue that people run into when they're younger, especially on the continent, is a poor mentality. You know, a lot of times when you're African American, this is why I make the videos for African Americans. When you are you're brought up with the wrong set of information. You're brought up fearing credit. You're brought up fearing loans. You're brought up loving to save, or being taught that saving is a saving grace of everybody. You grow up being taught that you know, risks are bad. Don't take risks. Just play it safe. You know, think small. Think realistic. We have the wrong operating system when it comes to finances, when it comes to money, and so we run into those problems here in Africa because everything that you've been taught as a youth regarding financial literacy is completely invalid and in void when you come to a place like the continent. You know, if all you know how to do is save, you don't know how to earn. You're going to be in a position where eventually your savings run out, right? Because if you're not earning but you're spending, your savings will eventually run out. If you're somebody who, when things get tight, you shutter up like this and you begin to save, guess what? You can only bring your expenses down so low. You can only bring your expenses to zero. You can always significantly increase your income, but you can only reduce your expenses to zero. And so we're taught to reduce expenses to zero, but that's as far as you can go. So when zero is no longer good enough, you run into certain issues, you run into certain problems, because at some point, you know, as a human being, you're going to have to spend money, right? And so if you know how to conserve money, but you don't know how to make money, eventually you're going to not be able to conserve any more money because you have no money to conserve, right? And so we're taught the wrong information when it comes to money, when it comes to finances. Now, one thing I'm trying to do is to rid people of that information, rid people of that advice. And so I got a book coming out called Why Everything You Know About Money is a Lie. The link is in the description. It's available for pre-order right now for $4 US. If you cannot spend $4 US, please get off of YouTube and go apply to your nearest temp agency. Go start getting in trash cans, collecting recyclables. Go find a way to make some money. You shouldn't even have internet. You need to go get money if you cannot spend $4 on a pre-order book, all right? So with that understanding, you know, definitely click the link in the description and go ahead and pick up a copy of the pre-order, you know. But, oh, and speaking of the income thing, you know, right now I'm having a free training this week showing you guys how I make $2,500 per month selling products I don't see or ever even touch, okay? The link to being able to enroll in that free training is in the description of today's video. Click on that and enroll in that free training and get some information, all right? You guys gotta learn how to start making money outside of a traditional 9-to-5 job, especially if you're a younger person. You need to figure out how to do this. And so, yeah, people are poor-minded. They have a bad mentality. Poor, passing over opportunities repeatedly. People are going to watch this and they're going to pass over the opportunity to get the book. They're going to watch this and pass over the opportunity to register for the free training. They're going to watch this and pass over an opportunity to invest in X, Y, and Z, X, Y, and Z. They're going to keep passing over opportunities and then say, why am I poor? Why am I broke? Why don't I have money? Why am I struggling? Why can't I pay these bills? Why am I on Section 8? Why am I on EBT? You're going to continue to pass over opportunities and then wonder why things are not going the way you want them to go. But either way, you know, for people who are not passing over opportunities, you know, I'm going to continue on with this video. The third reason why people struggle, the youth especially struggle when coming to the continent, is they lack passion, they lack drive. Most people don't truly know what they want out of life. Okay, they can tell you a million things they don't want out of life, but they don't know what they do want. You know what I mean? If you ask somebody what they do want, most of the time they cannot be specific about what they want. They'll end up going into complaining. I know I don't want to pay these bills. I know I don't want to work this job. I know I don't want to deal with this girl, deal with this guy. You know, they can tell you what they don't want, you know, but it's hard for them to tell you what they do want. Most people don't have a passion. Most people don't have a dream. Most people don't have any type of foundation or base in which they live on. You know, they kind of just go they kind of just wake up and do what's trending. They wake up and do what's, it goes back to the TikTok generation. Wake up and do what's trending. Wake up and do what their friends are doing. Wake up and do what other people are telling them. You know, they're just living a life for someone else. And so that's another thing people struggle with. If you don't have passion, if you don't have like a sincere, burning desire to be in Africa, you won't be able to last here for a very long period of time. And the reason why I say that is things are going to get very hard, things are going to get very tough. And if you don't have the resilience to push through and to fight through the toughness and to fight through the problems and the challenges that you will encounter, you're not going to be able to last here on the continent. All right. So if you're young, make sure you guys follow those 3 pieces of advice. Try to learn from them. You know, also, if you are young, you know what I mean, and you are living in Africa, moving to Africa, document your story, document your journey, you know, and let more people be able to see, you know, what it is that you are doing and what it is that, you know what I mean, you have going on. If you guys know any young channels, people like that, feel free to comment them in the comment section so I can check them out and support their journeys and things of that nature. But other than that, man, I guess I'll see you guys in the next one. Yah willing. Peace.